But yeah, I was like, because I was looking at my YouTube channel, I'm like, why am I missing weeks 6 and 7, but all the other ones were on there? And then my preseason wasn't on there either. I'm like, why isn't that on there? So I went into on the desktop actually and looked at it, and yeah, it's like blocked. And then I click on it and it shows exactly which song it's blocked because of. I'm like, well, that's retarded.
For another big game.
I'm like,
it's the coach, and this is the
so
NFL
only those 3 songs
up,
were copyrighted to the point where if they were on there, your video was blocked. Where the other ones are just copyrighted and you can't make money off them, whatever.
I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the site.
See if I can finish off my season strong. The Browns are actually the top team in the AFC right now. They're 9-2 or 10-2, but now they're, I don't know what their record is now. I beat them, but it was a tough game.
They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger.
I'm curious after this year is up if there's going to be like more like dialogue, kind of like it was in the beginning, or how it's going to go.
And they're really not as worried about
interested to see, because like in one of my videos, because I did a college video, and then I did the scouting, the NFL Combine video, and then I did the preseason. And in the Combine video, it was actually kind of cool, because like, you're not answering, well, you do answer some questions, but like these coaches are like asking you, like this one coach, he's like, you're on a bus in Alaska. Are you in the back of the bus or the front of the bus? And he's like, I'm in the front of the bus. I'm the leader, which gives you point for leadership. But then he's like, well, did you check the engine? Did you check the tire pressure? And you're like, what? No, I hired somebody because I'm not qualified because I know my strengths and my weaknesses. He's like, are you being cute with me? And he's like, no. And like, they're just really weird questions. And like this one, as you're sitting down with the interview, the guy asks, he's like, I want to see your phone. I want to look through your browser history. So he's like, okay, and gives him his phone. He's like, so you just hand over your phone to anybody? Would you hand over your playbook to anybody? He's like, what? No, it's like no matter what you answer, I think they just grill the shit out of you. Because I think if you didn't give them your playbook, you'd be like, why? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? But it's like, I don't think that really impacts your draft stock. I think winning the national championship in college and then performing well at the combine is what gives you your draft stock, because a friend of mine who's playing this too, he ended up going to the Buccaneers, but he was a 4th round draft pick. And I asked him, like, did you not perform well at the combine? He's like, no, I only completed like 1 pass. Where I completed like, I only missed like maybe, out of 30 throws, I missed maybe 10.
He's going through the briar patches. I like the right. He's trying to
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Geno Atkins got home that time.
I thought that was cool that you could actually be a 1st round draft pick, because then the superstar a long time ago, you were never could be a 1st round. You were always like a 3rd rounder.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pick up there.
But then, just like any other player, you can like customize your appearance, like your uniform. And
2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long distance situations.
Yeah, like my best wide receiver is my tight end by far.
I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Actually, just probably same in franchise mode when I get to the playoffs. I'll probably just up the difficulty there.
2nd and 5. Steps away to his left.
Yeah.
And he will avoid the contact as he
It's hard though scrambling right now because my speed is only like 66 or something like that. Like it's so low that it's like when I go to scramble, it's like
and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They go play action here on first down. On the right side open is Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, the Packers aren't doing very good on here. They're like 2-11 right now.
Expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4.
I was like, Jesus, maybe the Packers should pick me up.
They don't just like it, they love it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
I'm interested, like, because I'm sure I signed a contract. It doesn't say how much, but like a normal rookie contract is like 4 years. So I'm like, I wonder after this year, do I continue playing for Miami, or is it going to, like, ship me to a different team? Because I'm like, I don't want to demand a trade. I'm not going to be a douchebag about it.
And they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time.
But it's cool, like, when you're in college, like, this one of your wide receivers, his brother died from leukemia, so he's, like, trying to live his brother's legacy, and like he's friends with this girl who's a suffers from leukemia, and like she texts you like, hey, can you guarantee a win for me this week? And
on first down, Drake, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And then I'm wondering next year, because your buddy, who is your wide receiver, he stayed in college another year. So I wonder if next year, if he actually is a player and he ends up getting put on your team or not.
Control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of
Yeah,
the
when I
10.
first started playing, I was so bad playing in this type of view and not like see the whole field type of view.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into
the Bengal pressure, gets him
and like I have to like read defenses a lot better and
it's never good to
like throw high and throw low.
Down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because
lead the passes more than what I usually would, because before, when I would be the one that would assume control of the wide receiver after I threw it, it didn't matter where the fuck it was, I could go up and grab it. Now it's like, since I'm not the one that's actually going to fight for the football, I have to be very careful where I place the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 15-yard pick.
Yeah, like when it goes to defense, you don't even watch it. It just goes into like simulate or like sim mode, where basically you can watch each play, but it just like gives you highlights of it, like gain, loss, run, pass type deal. One game, I don't remember which one it was, I was playing and the game was super close and I got him up to, I didn't score a touchdown, but I got him in the field goal range. Went to kick a field goal, it got blocked and returned for a touchdown and I lost. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hard to believe, but the regular season's starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night
But again,
game of the year coming
you
up
can't
later
do anything
tonight.
about it,
Matt Nagy and
because
the
it's like,
Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the
you do
Kansas
what you
City
can,
Chiefs. That'll be a good
and
one
after
from
that,
French and
it's
Soldier Field.
not in your
And
hands
then
anymore.
tomorrow night, the final Monday night
Like it
game of the year.
really would
Packers
be
and
if you were
Vikings
a player.
from Minneapolis. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The defensive tackle that is like a beast, he just got his second sack on me, so now he's in the zone. When he's in the zone, it'll pass rush when so he can shed block super fast. I'm like, great. But see, you can become out of the zone as well. Like, there's a criteria. Like, if I get in the zone and I get sacked, I lose my focus. If I would gain, like, 10 yards, then he would lose his focus. So, like, you don't stay in the zone when you're in it. Watching them like go up the field, bit by bit by bit. I do like the new mechanic though, where you can pump fake by double tapping.
Yeah.
That is actually, yeah, it's really nice. It's just hard because, well, especially right now, my offensive line shit. So it's like, usually I don't even have time to do it.
Coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
But other than that, playing this makes me reminisce of the old Superstar mode.
From one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Oh yes.
6 yards.
I haven't even really started like playing like a franchise. I don't know if I really. I'm sure I will, but I'm more interested in playing this mode.
Because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
I would be interested in doing like a franchise and playing as like another position. Like I remember I play as wide receiver, running back, defensive back.
Every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
God, the AI is so stupid when they run at the court or the running back sometimes. Because I'm like, a gap right up the center, could have gotten a first down easily. Nope, went to the outside, got tackled for a loss. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker! Yeah, the way I started off playing, I'm like, oh shit, I'm not even gonna freaking win the division, let alone get in the playoffs.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have
I play 10-minute quarters because there's accelerated clock. So like it automatically runs like 20 seconds off the clock every single play to like simulate real game.
Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. It's caught, Stills, right
It's a
side.
close game right now. It's 10-7.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take.
I've only had a couple games where I've actually like blown out the other team. Other than that, it's like I'm very careful passing the ball because like I don't like interceptions before. Now I really don't like interceptions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, but it'll be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have.
Okay, 9-minute quarters, not 10-minute quarters. It was really good. I went down frickin' point of no return like 5 times, and when you go down that, like, because the force of the water like pushes you back and forth.
For their first possession,
I think I like bruised my ass bone.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are,
just like,
this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This is turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes
Wednesday, before I left for the Dells, my dad texted me, "What's the password for the computer?"
First down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
As long as he collected all the data, I'm good. I have nothing to worry
there
about.
on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now there's a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
More than likely.
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays,
I did call the Metro Apartments, and I was going to do a showing on Tuesday, but I think I'm just going to end up, because there are two two-bedroom uppers available here, and yeah, and they're pretty nice. I mean,
this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Yeah, upgrade, and yeah, and then I think I'm like, it's just going to be a lot easier to move.
33 yards.
Yeah, too bad. Great. Oh, he just left.
So from the 49 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
So she says as long as we do the well, she calls it a move-in fee, but I'm like, it's a security deposit, because she's like, she says that the security deposit is only $130, but then there's a $320 tacked onto it for carpet cleaning, which is a security deposit. She just doesn't refer to it as a security deposit. Like, it's all a security deposit.
Yeah.
So then, she says right now, the one we're looking at is, it's like facing the back of like all the apartments, not the one we're in. Yeah. But, it's like facing the back, and there's like a little, it's quiet, because like nobody walks back there, nobody drives back there, and it's kind of nice. So, I was like, yeah, the Metro is nice. I'm like, it'd be easier moving here.
Yeah, you only have to go like rare on the corner.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what else? 850. But there's no reoccurring cat payment. So, between like by you and by me, a 2-bedroom is really only like 45 bucks more or something like that, because of the reoccurring payment by you, but not by me. So I'm like, out of convenience, it's just easier to be here. And then what I'll do is I'll probably still like get my dad's truck, just so I can like load everything up and drive it over to that part. So, because I'm like, to hell if I want to carry these fucking couches 100 yards. I'm like, I don't mind carrying like a bunch of stuff and totes and stuff, but I'm like, to hell if I'm carrying these freaking couches that way and then carrying them upstairs. it's not entirely clear right now because the people living there haven't really. They're planning on moving out, but she's like, depending on when they move out to when they get the place like cleaned by North Star and everything, she's like, she thinks it'd be like the middle
that's right. But I took a shot.
Of September.
You just move out, you don't have to do like a 60-day or anything.
I technically already put in my 60 days.
Oh.
And my 60 days would be up on September 30th.
They'll look to
So if you don't move,
yeah, if I wouldn't move by September 30th, then I would probably just pay another. I'd pay October's rent, but I wouldn't stay here. And as soon as they get somebody moved in here right away, which somebody she said is actually looking for a one-bedroom lower, I'd get prorated back however many days I'd be in here. Say if I was in October still. So like if I paid October's rent and I was only in here until like the 5th or something, I would get prorated back however much money, probably the majority of the $6.59 or $6.45, whatever it is.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
So you're hoping that's
back to throw.
Yeah, it'd be the easiest.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
If I can get in those days, I'll be very lucky.
They'll set up the throw. There's that man, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, she showed us two-bedroom uppers. One was the building directly behind us, and it was nice. I mean, they're all the same, but it's like your front door, you're like right next to all the electrical boxes, and then, I mean, it wasn't as nice in there because there's 2 guys living in there that are roommates, and they're like the beds are on the floor and garbage all over the place.
I'm sure they gave you a walkthrough.
She talks to the people ahead of time and tells them. And plus, we did it today at 2, and nobody was there in either place. So it's not like we walked in when people are in there. Walk in and somebody's banging or something. Yeah. And then we walked through in the other people place, and their place was really nice. Like, they cleaned it, and it's like, you made your place seem a lot more appealing than the first.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Probably not. Well, and then when we went in the kitchen area, they had like freaking 6 or 7 like empty cases of like Michelob Ultra beer. Like just empty cases sitting there, and she's like, yeah, 2 guys live here.
It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
And then, because she said like she'll want to like show my place, so someone's gonna probably want to walk through here. Which I was like, well, just don't pet the cat. Yeah. So I'm like, the only thing I'll have to change is I'll have to take the litter boxes out of the kitchen and put them in the bathroom, because she's like, litter boxes are not allowed to be anywhere but the bathroom. Which I know Teresa has hers in the kitchen as well, because it's just more convenient having it in the kitchen when you don't use the frickin' kitchen.
Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw.
And then like she's like, the litter box has to be covered, which I wouldn't want to use a litter box that's not covered. Like, a lot of times cats pee on the side of the litter box, and if there's no side or no top, chances are it's going to go all over the place. Yes, Jasmine likes the corner hug every time she takes a piss. And then she's like, it has to sit on something, which I already knew that, but I'm like, it doesn't need to. I'm like, it's not like the piss is gonna soak through the bottom of the litter box.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
And then since they want cats to be declawed, but she's like, with older cats, she's like, I don't want that. So you just have to get nail tips and and send me a picture of the receipt.
They're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick.
You literally just gotta buy nail tips and take a picture of the receipt.
Yeah, and send it to her.
You don't have to verify your cat has it on.
No. She's like, it's more so for the owner to know. Because she's like,
The owner has that system of history, and you should never say who doesn't have cats. It's either you allow cats with claws or you don't allow cats at all.
well, like, the owner wanted there to be a $25 reoccurring cat payment and a $75 non-refundable payment. And she fought it because she's like, so there's a $75 non-refundable, which, whatever. I'd rather have a $75 non-refundable than a $25 reoccurring. But dogs are a $200 non-refundable and a $25 reoccurring. Yeah, dogs can cause a lot more damage.
Not something you want to see in week 16.
Cat, you show a cat a litter box. Yeah, dogs bark. Cats, you show them a litter box one time, and unless there's something wrong, they're gonna always use the litter box.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Like, you look at Ellie, she had that problem, but other than that, she's always used the litter box. Mocha always used the litter box until she ended up having problems.
Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run
So
the
it's like,
football. So
yeah,
now you
cats
lose your keys as a
aren't
defense.
destructive.
You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Regardless of what day, I'll end up taking vacation for it. Because what I'm going to probably end up doing is probably going to Target and buying like a giant tote, like how I have in my garage right now, and just like moving stuff like room by room instead of buying like a shitload of boxes and stuff and boxing everything up.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score,
especially if I have time, like say if they move out in the middle of September and I have until October 1st because I paid the full month's rent in September, well, then I'll just take stuff over little bit by little bit.
The linebacker Preston Brown brings him down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
We've seen this before.
We have to like do like a rent agreement or lease and stuff like that, like sign papers, like I did when I first moved in. But now since Paige will actually, because now that Paige will actually be on it, because she's not technically on the lease because she wasn't on it when I moved in.
And this is complete. It's
like a whole new contract.
Yeah, whole new cat payment, whole new everything.
That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah. And I went to Covantage on Tuesday when I got done with, Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday before I left, I went to Covantage, and I compounded all my loans, and my payment to make off now in total is a like $2,100 loan.
And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
But I only have to make $53 a month payments.
Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
And because it's like, I think it's like a 4-year loan or something like that, which I know I'll have it. I'll have it paid off. Well,
just make sure you don't freaking wind up with more debt again.
Yeah. Well, that's why I haven't, like, for the Dells, I had to use my credit card, but I used my PlayStation card, which only had, like, $5 on it or something. So, come Friday, I'll pay that thing off completely, and then all my credit cards will be open, and then I won't have to worry about any payments of any sort.
Set, 10 logo. 6-6, pull it high. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me.
Go.
That's another thing that was nice about
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Having off these past couple days. I didn't have to eat any of my grocery food.
Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a solid state drive.
Oh yeah, I've seen so many posts on Facebook. I don't know if any of them are true about the price of the PS5. That hasn't even been released, I don't think.
And I'm right there with you, partner.
Because they were talking originally that the price of it was released in Sweden,
Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's
and
exactly
that
what
was like
Sweden.
So for the Dolphins, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next
They're
week.
making people pay like it's like 1,032.
So for our entire
yeah,
crew,
that's the same number I saw.
And I think they'll prorate the price. They're shooting high.
Yeah.
Because the specs are ridiculous. I decided to like do a rough estimate of pricing out, and the DPU, depending on which version they use, will range. Just the CPU alone is anywhere from $200 to $500 just for the CPU. The GPU is like $379. I mean, just those 2 parts there, you're looking at anywhere from $550 and up.
A lot of people have estimated like 600 it's going to be.